Hi, I'm Joe Shufo. The PureCloud agent experience is designed for simplicity, learnability, and agent empowerment. Let's take a look. First, let's have an interaction route to the agent. And when an agent's ready to take interactions, they toggle themselves as on queue. On queue lets the system know that they're ready to begin taking incoming interactions such as phone calls, emails, web chats, and even more. When an interaction is coming into the system, the agent will be alerted via a toast pop in the top right, and all they have to do is click the Active Interactions pane on their left-hand toolbar. I've just accepted a web chat here, and you can see that I already have an email connected. Both of those media types are denoted by the icon on the left-hand side. Once we start this interaction, the agent has a few tools that really help them give the best customer service. Interaction Details allows me to see Tom Customer has started this web chat, and his specific question here happens to be one that we get pretty frequently. Because of that, I'm going to access canned responses. Think of that as a knowledge base, or a set of responses that have already been vetted by supervisors to make sure that the agents are giving the quickest response that has the most relevant information. As we know this is about support, we can give them the Contact Support Canned Response. And I can navigate that through the right-hand tree or use the Find Response search bar. Once I've entered in that response, I also have the options of storing internal notes as an agent. Those internal notes can be reviewed by other agents or the supervisor after they're reviewing the specific interactions. And when we're finished with that web chat, we can finish it with a wrap-up code. A wrap-up code is a unique identifier that tells the system exactly what that interaction was about. So in this case, we'll choose New Customer, but if we needed to, we could add our own or put in custom wrap-up codes that define your business processes best. Exiting out of this web chat, we'll then transition over to the email here. And the first thing to note about an email is that it's entirely threaded. This means when I get that response from the customer, I'm not seeing "that sounds great" and having no idea exactly what sounded great in the first place. An agent has the ability to click to reply and a full, rich text editor at the bottom, just as you would expect in any email client. And on the right-hand side, we have the same exact options we have within a web chat, allowing me to reference those canned responses again and making sure I'm giving back a quick response that already has been spell-checked, vetted, and has the most recent links that the customer needs. I'll go ahead and disconnect this email here, and let's go ahead and take a look at an incoming phone call. When the phone call is routed to an agent, it shows in the same Active Interactions pane just as we would receive a web chat or an incoming email. The first thing we notice about incoming phone calls is an inbound call script, and that allows us to present some information about that incoming user, as well as a basic script that the agent can reference to make sure they're giving consistent communication to the customer. In this case, I know this phone number is Tim Shufo, and I can see some address information on the left-hand side, which we're then routing through a Google widget. If at any time I needed an option such as a disclaimer or a Google search bar, I could embed that into the script as well. This way the agent isn't leaving to a new tab or a separate piece of software. All of that's right in this inbound script. The agent also has a few tools on the top left that allow them to really handle the call and make sure it's being served by the best work group. In this case, let's say that Tim would have been better served by the client services work group. I have the ability to transfer this call to them, or I can use consult transfer. And that allows me to speak with that work group before I connect them with Tim, giving them a little bit more information about what this call might be about and what might be bothering Tim. Once I've searched on that work group, I can see that there's 0 agents currently available, and there's 0 phone calls, web chats, or emails in the way, but there's just an estimated wait time of 10 seconds based around the average speed of answer. In this case, because there aren't any agents available, I could leverage a callback. And a callback is the option we have on the right-hand side, where the agent can schedule a time in the future that would be better for the customer to make sure we call them back at that time rather than have them wait on hold. So I could select a date, such as the 31st here, and I could even select a date, time zone, or phone number to call that customer back on. If that customer wanted to speak to me first, I have the option of routing that call back directly to me, which means they'll get the same agent on the phone if that agent's available, keeping that consistency of communication and making sure they get someone who knows their problem. Ready to increase your agent's efficiency? Try PureCloud for free at genesis.com/PureCloud.